Corey Seager. He's one of the top prospects in baseball, and he's expected to play his first full season in the majors. With the Los Angeles Times, this is Andy McCullough. I'm Lindsey Thiry. We're at Camelback Ranch spring training. And Andy, I know you've been able to catch up with Corey Seager and his family members. What do they expect for this season?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, Corey Seager is pretty much unanimously the #1 prospect in all of baseball. Every prospect ranking, every guy living in his basement, every legitimate publication views him as the #1 overall prospect. I don't think the family is putting too much expectation on him, and the Dodgers aren't publicly putting huge expectations on him. But look, this is a guy who hit, I think, .337 last year when he came up in September. He batted third for them in a playoff game. They expect him to be a major contributor on offense and to be their, the anchor of their defense at shortstop. It's a huge burden on a kid who still isn't 22.
Dave Roberts says he hasn't had a chance to really see Seager in action because he's been slowed by injuries throughout spring training. However, his teammates, they know what the youngster is capable of.
Got unlimited potential. I mean, just the ceiling for him is sky high, and we're so excited and thankful that he's a Dodger, and Dodger fans have a lot to be excited about for this guy for the next decade plus and what he can do. In the game of baseball, and especially for Dodger fans.
He's got a great eye at the plate, and he doesn't let lefties bother him, so those are two great qualities. He's got ability to be an all-star year in and year out, so he's going to be a good one.
From what I hear, sky's the limit. I've only seen him, a handful of times last year in September. And his skill set is tremendous, and he's a great young man. He's still got to log a lot more major league at bats for me to make that decision. But obviously, his skill set, his makeup, he's got a bright future ahead of him.
So, Andy, as I mentioned, he has been slowed through spring training because of an injury. How do you think that affects him going into opening day and the season?
Well, it takes away at bats from him here in spring training. It hurts his chance to be fully ready when he gets, when the season starts. He doesn't have much time to work with Howie Kendrick at second base, to form sort of a chemistry there to build on what they did last year. But it's not going to be a huge deterrent, the Dodgers think. I mean, he's got a ton of talent, and there's a reason why he's considered the best prospect in baseball.
2012 first-round pick for the Dodgers. That'll do it for us from Camelback Ranch with Andy McCullough. I'm Lindsey Thiry for the Los Angeles Times.